I do believe there's a definite place for the federal government, difference between what the federal government should be mandating and what the state should be mandating. I think that this is a great wake-up call for all of us. Unfortunately, it's a tragedy that will last so long. I was just listening to the oil spill up in Massachusetts back in 1969, and still the residuals of the oil up there after all of these years. So this will be, generations will experience these from this tragedy. I think we learned something from this, and what I see is not just Congress, and just like Bob said, we have pointed our fingers at everybody and anybody we can possibly point at, and we have forgotten our own personal responsibility and personal accountability. What do we do in our own homes? What do we do in terms of renewable energy and recycling? Where do we step out ourselves? We sit here and we listen to the TV, but honestly, what do we do in our communities? Are we involved in political processes? Are we involved in any neighborhood forums? We need to start here rather than looking always to Congress. And it begins with putting the right people in Congress who are really in touch with the local communities, with the needs, and can send that message out that it starts with us. We have the power, and we've relinquished it to Washington, to our Congress, and now we've turned around and blamed them for everything possibly wrong in our country. I'm as much to fault right now as anybody. I have my own sources of gluttony in my business and in my home, and I'm ready to make those changes. I want a better America for us, and we need to start here with ourselves. Well, I'm glad you clarified that, because I had no idea what he was talking about either. I am not in support of cap and trade either. I know that for me as a business owner, construction, I look at all the effects that are happening to me and my construction company right now, and cap and trade, along with the healthcare bill, will be the final straws that break my business. I have current regulations and on my business right now that are putting an undue burden on me, on small businesses, compared to the large corporations that pay a lot less, have less regulations than the small businesses. I have to obtain dust permits. I now have to obtain asbestos certification for the potential liability when I go into a house that I might encounter asbestos. That's on top of an energy surcharge that I got back in March. I just got another energy surcharge on flat glass. My profit margins are so skinny. If we unravel all the small businesses, that is the heart of America. We have to find a balance between protecting our environment and protecting our businesses.